He once said the game of baseball had done as much for him as he had done for it. 60 years ago this weekend, Jackie Robinson made history breaking the color barrier in Major League Baseball. Well, on Sunday, the league will pay tribute to Robinson and his lasting influence on American culture.
The baseball legend was and continues to be an inspiration to many. In tonight's Extra, Greg Vandergrift introduces us to a Minnesota man who developed a very special bond with number 42, and decades later, he continues to carry on Robinson's legacy.
I love the game.
To tread on a big league field is a dream. This day, college kids chase dreams at the Dome.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love baseball.
And fan Ron Rabinovitz knows they're playing in the shadow.
They had an unveiling. It was like a sheet over that, and it dropped.
Of perhaps baseball's greatest dreamer.
Number 42. My favorite number.
Number 42, Jackie Robinson, 60 years ago, dashed through baseball's color barrier alone, years before the dreams of the modern civil rights movement.
These were photos of Rachel.
Rabinovitz met Robinson's widow when the Dome unveiled Jackie's banner 10 years ago.
And she says, "You're Ronnie Rabinovitz? Oh, my goodness." And she hugged and kissed me. And she says, "Oh, my God, Jack loved you."
The Brooklyn Dodger legend and a youngster from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, buddies.
Why me? I was a kid. He was an adult. I was white. He was black. I was Jewish. He was Christian. I lived in a small town in the Midwest. He lived out east.
Why? Because the Dodgers' boldness won a fan in Rabinovitz's dad, who wrote Robinson.
Autographed picture that Jackie sent to me.
That led to this keepsake, and ultimately the first Robinson-Rabinovitz meeting at a 1952 Milwaukee-Brooklyn game.
I ran up to him with about 50 other kids, and I said, "Jackie, I'm Ronnie Rabinovitz." And he says, I said, "Do you remember me?" And he says, "Sure I do."
The friendship that followed often included dinners when the Dodgers came to town.
Look at me looking at my hero.
And a legacy of letters.
Just talking to me about life.
Including advice.
I'm a little surprised you don't want to go to camp.
Encouragement.
I am glad to hear you have lost some weight.
And reflection.
It is friends like you that make me feel everything that happened was worthwhile.
Remarkable, considering all Jackie Robinson endured.
Threw black cats on the field, threw balls at his head, made death threats to him.
But he played on.
What he had to go through, it should never have happened. To be a rookie at 28, excuse me, to be a rookie at 28.
Robinson retired after 10 seasons, but the cross-country, cross-generational, cross-cultural friendship lasted until Jackie Robinson's final innings of life.
He was my hero because he was helping the Dodgers win pennants. But as I grew up, I realized how much more than just baseball Jackie Robinson was. What he did for this country, what he did for this world.
If Jackie was still alive, would you guys still be sending letters to each other?
You bet.
Rabinovitz makes certain today's kids understand the bridges Robinson built, spanning senseless divides that Rabinovitz also experienced with a classmate.
And one day he came to me and he said, "I can't play with you anymore." And I said, "Why?" He says, "Because you're Jewish." And I went home, I cried. I was so sad.
But in the spirit of Jackie Robinson, friendship grew from that pain. And in his spirit, Rabinovitz runs the race begun 60 years ago in hopes of fulfilling a dream.
This was a baton that Jackie passed on from him to me. And I've taken that baton and I'm trying to pass that on to the world. And many times we'd have lunch, sometimes we'd just talk on the phone depending on his schedule.
For the KARE 11 News Extra, I'm Greg Vandergrift.
Major League Baseball will honor Jackie Robinson on Sunday with various tributes. Several players around the league, including Torrey Hunter and Rondell White of the Twins, plan to wear the number 42 in honor of Robinson. If you want to know more about his life, his career, his legacy, log on to KARE11.com and click on Extras. There you will find an interactive site commemorating the 60th anniversary of Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball.
Well, Sunday at 10, a new take on the tale of the three little bears. Different circumstances.